Hey guys, if you're watching this, chances are that you probably either A, also feel like a loser, or B, actually that's really it. You probably feel like a loser. Well, I'm here to tell you firsthand that I too also kind of somewhat feel like a loser. So grab a little snack and let's talk, because you and me, we're about to be like this. So here's my thing. I'm kind of at a little bit of a standstill in my life right now. I don't want this to be like a, oh, woe is me type of video. However, I kind of feel a little bit lost right now. It's summer for me. I'm in college and I don't have a job. I don't have an internship. I don't have anything other than kind of just waking up and trying to find something to do. I'm in a relationship, so like, go me, that's pretty cool. But other than that, yeah, no, life's pretty boring. All my friends, like, they have like other things going on. They have a job. They're doing things academically, things like that, and I'm kind of just, existing. Now, for a little bit of context for this to make more sense, so when I started college, I originally kind of had this dream, per se, of like every summer I wanted to get an internship. I don't know why I made that, but it was more of just like a thing for myself of like, oh, like, I was going into a major where it was very oversaturated. I'm going into marketing. Boo. I really like wanted something to kind of make me stand out. As bad as this might sound, I do have a tendency to be very competitive, and also just kind of like have a want to be better than other people. That sounds terrible to say out loud, but I don't know. I don't feel like that's necessarily a bad thing. I feel like it's more of like I just have a drive, and that drive stems from the successes of other people and me wanting to be as successful, if not more. We're going to skip past that really fast. But yeah, I came into college with that like dream of wanting to like get an internship every like summer of my college years, so then that I could be more competitive in the workforce. I got one freshman summer, cha-ching. Got one sophomore summer, and a remote internship at that, cha-ching. Didn't get one this summer, and I want to give myself some grace because I had a really terrible last semester, and I think that that's kind of where this whole like loser mentality stemmed from, because like everything that I was good at or like achieved kind of came crumbling down to bits and pieces. Little side note, I'm also like a freelance choreographer, and like the jobs and like things that I choreographed, like in previous years or like had lined up, it definitely dwindled. Definitely didn't get, as much opportunity. And granted, it is only the beginning of summer. I don't want to like kind of count my losses too early, but it's not looking too good right now. So there was that, and there was just like academically, I just was not performing as good as I have in the past. I feel confident enough to say that like mentally I was just like not in a very good headspace, and that really did affect me like academically, career-wise, socially. I kind of like went through this past semester feeling very alone, 'cause I never felt so alone, like Billie Eilish. But yeah, no, definitely like really did struggle this past semester, and I think that I'm like experiencing the ending of that, I guess, this summer, which I don't know why I'm saying ending, because I still actively feel like I'm in it. So this past semester really did leave a mark on me. I'm currently like trying to recover, and anytime someone asks like, oh, like what do you do in the summer, I kind of just look at them and I give a whole spiel about like, oh, like, I've like just, have been working hard, that I wanted to take this semester to relax and, just kind of like get back on my feet again. But like, that's not the truth. The truth is that just like nothing really came my way. I think that that's a hard pill for me to swallow, especially when you factor in the fact that I am actively pursuing a career and doing things in college that I don't want to do. I'll just go ahead and say it. I'm a marketing major, okay? I'm a marketing major. You can hold your laughs to the end. No hate to all my great marketing folks out there. The thought of having to do that for the rest of my life actually, well, it makes me want to take this wheel and crash into a wall. I cannot work a 9 to 5. I can't do it. I'm severely ADHD, and my meds are already like holding on for dear life, all right? They're already kind of, not doing the things that they need to do. I just know that down the road, I cannot work a 9 to 5. And also, I just don't like marketing enough to want to do that for the rest of my life. It sounds so like egotistical and narcissistic for me to say this, but it's just, I see more for myself. And I don't know if that's god awful for me to say, and I probably sound annoying as hell, but it's just like I've always, since I've been young, envisioned myself doing something more. And I don't know if that's morally doing something more or financially, career. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I just have dreamed of a different type of life that is different than, I guess, the average person. What I'm trying to say is I want to be rich. There's things that I like to do and things that I know that I would enjoy doing for my life. I love dancing. I love being creative. I love, getting to use my imagination. But also it's like in paths that involve that, such as like acting, being a dancer, theater, whatever it may be. Unfortunately, I didn't grow up in a place where the training and resources were at my hand or at my disposal. It scares me because there's like this feeling inside me of like, I want more for myself and I want this different life, and I'm willing to work for that, but it's like I don't know where to start, and I don't know where to go to outsource or insource. I don't know which one to use there, but to get the resources for that I need. And also, I think I lack a little bit of confidence. Like growing up, everyone would always be like, oh, you're so talented, you're so good, you're so blah, blah, blah. But I never personally felt that. And I never felt like what I was doing was good enough. And I grew up as a fat kid, whatever, a black boy in dance. So the fact that I was able to like do things and like, be an above average dancer, I feel like I really did get my ego stroked. But also then I battle with myself because it's like, oh, was I actually just like good at what I was doing? Or were people just gassing me up because like I was 279 pounds and could like, bust down Tatiana, Something that I really do kind of struggle with today regarding my confidence is that like I don't actually know my abilities and what I'm capable of and if they're impressive. Ooh, I just got really sad and I'm like starting to kind of, dissociate. So that's enough for this video. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.